The article that came out yesterday in the Telegraph, unfortunately, I would like to say that the headline of the article didn't actually express the main body, and it took over what the Police Federation are saying about recruitment. Police recruitment and policing in general, we are in crisis. Unfortunately, we have a retention issue, and that retention issue is vastly amongst our young in service officers. Our young in service officers from up to 5 years amount to 35% of our workforce. And sadly, last year we lost around 9,000 officers. And out of that 9,000, 72% of those officers were between 1 and 5 years service. And we believe that it's strongly down to the recruitment process. Effectively, we are trying to fix a leaky bucket with the retention issues that we had before, the 20,000 officers that we sadly lost. We had to fill those numbers very, very quickly, and sadly shortcuts have been made. We believe that psychometric testing will give our new candidates a realistic understanding of the pressures that policing has on our officers, and to ensure that they have the right temperament and the right values before they actually put on the uniform.
That all sounds very sensible on the face of it. Is it something that the candidates and indeed those that have recently become police officers support, or are they saying, in fact, that's a bit unfair on us, we shouldn't be tested in this way unless or until it becomes a problem?
This isn't something new. This is something that happened many, many years ago. It's something that I had to go through when I first joined the job. And unfortunately, because of the cost cuts and everything and the shortcuts with COVID didn't help, everything went online. So in order to save money, forces took these shortcuts. Now, the process as it stands at the moment is very much online. It's not, there's very minimalistic face-to-face, so that you don't get a feel of the candidates. And the candidates actually don't get a true feeling of what it is going to be like to be a police officer, so that they have the best chance to, at that point, to say, this is going to be a job for me. Once they're in the organisation and once they're in the service, there's additional support that needs to continue throughout their career. And that's not through the testing, but it's about showing and demonstrating from forces what value we put on our officers right at the very start of the process.
Can I ask a bit of an uncomfortable question, if I may? Because we have seen these scandals, frankly, involving the police. We've seen some undercover conversations about domestic violence towards women, about immigrants, about the use of force. Is there a cultural problem within the police?
There's a lot that we can teach our officers once they're in the service. And this psychometric testing will actually start that process of actually understanding what people are about before they actually join. And so, like I said, we can teach additional values and morals and ethics once they're in the service. And this isn't the panacea of rooting out people that shouldn't and don't deserve to wear the uniform. And yes, culture is a big part of some of the issues within policing. Trust and confidence in policing from the public has declined, and it continues to decline. And if government are true to their word on police reform to build that trust and confidence, they must start at the very beginning of the process. And that's being fair to the candidates and getting the right people into the organisation.